So I have already substituted my variable for my number, and I carried out the first step of gems, and I just multiplied 4 times -10, and I'm going to add my plus 2 divided by 2. So I still need to work through what's on the top. So -40 plus 2. Remember, my signs are different, so I'm going to subtract 40 minus 2. -40 plus 2 will be 38. My answer is going to be a negative because I have more negatives than positive. Don't forget to bring over your divided by 2. Okay? -38 divided by 2 is -19. I'm going to bring that down here. And remember, my answer will be negative because a negative divided by a positive is a negative answer. So C is my correct answer, -19. So the key thing when dealing with these problems is to remember to work through gems, and don't forget to substitute. Do not try to do these problems in your head. Make sure you show your work. Number 11, evaluate the expression for the given values, x minus y plus 5 times 2 when x equals 14 and y equals -8. So the first step I need to do is go ahead and rewrite my problem, substituting my variables for my numbers. So x equals 14 and minus, make sure you're writing your problem down correctly, y equals -8. I'm going to place parentheses around -8 plus 5 times 2. Now you're working through gems. So we first look at our grouping symbols. There are no grouping symbols other than the parentheses, but there's no operation to carry out in the parentheses. So we go next to exponents. There is no exponents in this problem, so we can skip down to either multiplication or division. We are multiplying 5 times 2, so let's go ahead and bring that down. 5 times 2 is 10. And I'm just going to bring down my problem. Hopefully I'll write my -8 down a little bit better this time. Don't forget your operation signs. My 14 was worse, but it's okay. All right. Now, since we don't have any more multiplication or division in this problem, let's go down to subtraction and addition. When we're dealing with subtraction and addition in the same problem, you work from left to right. So we're going to do 14 minus -8. If you remember back in Unit 1, we learned when we have a double negative, that is just like adding a positive 8. So 14 plus 8 is actually 22. Then we bring down our 10. And 22 plus 10 is 32. So please make sure you are showing your work. If you look at our answer choices, 32 doesn't match as D. Make sure you're showing your work as you are working through these problems. You'll never go wrong. Number 12. What is the value of the square root of x and y plus 2x squared minus y? So I'm going to go ahead and go to a blank screen for this so that we'll have a little more room to work through. Make sure you write down your problem. So our problem asks, what is the square root of x and y? And we're going to add 2x squared minus y. Okay, and it told us that x equals 9 and y equals 4. So I'm going to rewrite my problem, replacing my variables. So x equals, I forgot, x equals 9. And I'm going to put parentheses around my numbers that I'm putting in so I won't confuse my operations with my signs. Y equals 4. It's a good habit to start right now. Plus 2 times x is 9 squared minus 4. Okay, again, this is not, and I can't stress it enough, this is not a problem that you can do in your head. There's no reason that this should be done without showing your work. You have to write these problems down. Okay, so let's deal with our grouping symbol. Our first grouping symbol is the square root. So 9, let's do what's inside of it first. 9 times 4. So don't forget your square root. 9 times 4 is 36. Okay. I'm going to go ahead and bring down what I got left. Now, I still have some grouping symbols I need to deal with, like the square root. I know the square root of 36 is 6. Let me bring that down. Okay. Next, I get rid of my exponents. Okay. Don't forget to bring your 2 down because we haven't dealt with that yet. So my exponent is only attached to the x, and the x is the 9, so it's only attached to the 9. So 9 squared is 81 minus 4. Now, I got rid of my grouping symbols here, got rid of what was in my grouping symbol here, and I got rid of my exponent here. Okay, now I have multiplication that I'm dealing with. So next I'm going to do 2 times 81. 2 times 81 is 162. 162 minus 4. Now, since I only have addition and subtraction in this problem, I can just work from left to right. So 166 plus 162 is 168. 168 minus 4 is 164. So see how we had to show our work each step of the way? Let's go back and look at our answer choices that we're dealing with. And our answer choices, there are no answer choices, so all you have to do is type in 164. Number 13, we had to identify each expression that has a value of 17 when x equals 3 and y equals 2. The simplest way to work through each and every one of these is to work each problem out. I know it seems like it's a lot of work, but it will save you and you'll get it correct in the long run. I can't stress that enough. So x is 3 and y is 2. So let's do the first problem. 6 times y plus x. So 6 times y is 2 plus x is 3. So we have to follow orders of operations. 6 times 2 is 12. 12 plus 3 is 15. So that one will not work. Okay, the next one is x squared. X squared, x is 3 squared plus y cubed. Y is 2. to the third power. So 3 squared is 9. 2 to the third power is 8. 9 plus 8 is 17. That one will work. Okay, the next one we have 40 divided by y. And notice how I am rewriting each problem, replacing and substituting my variable for my known number. So y is 2 minus x. X is 3. So 40 divided by 2 is 20 minus 3. This looks like a warm-up we saw here recently. 20 minus 3 is 17. That one will work because it has to equal 17. The next one is y plus 5x. Y is 2. 5 plus 5 times 3. So we have to do orders of operations following gems. So we have to do 5 times 3 first. 5 times 3 is 15. Bring down your 2. 2 plus 15 is 17. That one will work. Let's do the last one. 15 plus x. X is 3. Plus y, y is 2. So because this is addition all the way across, we work from left to right. 15 plus 3 is 18. 18 plus 2 is 20. So that one will not work as well. So you just have to work them out, show your answers as you're working them out. That is the best strategy I can give you to get through these problems. Number 14, evaluate the expression for the given values. 4 times a divided by 2. So again, when a equals negative 10, so 4 times a, I'm going to replace my a with negative 10. And divided by 2. So using orders of operation, we have multiply and divide in the same row. So we're just going to go from left to right. So 4 times negative 10 is negative 40. Negative 40 divided by 2 is negative 20. Because a negative times divided by a positive is a negative. A is our correct answer. You have to show orders of operation. And last and certainly not least is 15. You had to type the correct answer in the box. Remember, first step, we have to rewrite our problem, replacing our variables with our numbers using parentheses. Q is negative 2 minus 6. Now we need to use order of operations, gems, to solve the problem. So let's do multiplication first. 3 times negative 2 is negative 6. Bring down our subtract 6. Negative 6 minus 6. That is just like saying negative 6 plus negative 6, which is negative 12. Oops, 12. Okay, again, you have to show your work to work through these problems. There's no shortcut through these problems. Again, go back through and make sure you can rewatch this video if you need to. Make sure that on a separate sheet of paper, the answers that you have gotten wrong, that you go back and work them through for yourself and justify those answers. You need to have that in order to be able to retake Unit 3 tests. Please see Ms. Lynch or myself if you have any questions. And we will see you in independent study. Good luck.